Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm changing the oil in my car. This is a 2014 Hyundai Elantra. It's due for an oil change, and I thought I'd do a little video here of all the steps to change the oil in it. Maybe it might help someone out there who's having difficulties with this or wants to change their own oil, save them a little bit of money. So let's get at it. Alright, first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put your car up on some ramps if you have them. These cars are very low to the ground, so I highly recommend that you use ramps if you're doing this yourself. Just a good set of ramps to get the front end of the car off the ground. Alright, one thing about these cars here is they do have a skid plate, a plastic skid plate up under them, which you have to remove before you can get at anything. You cannot get it to the oil pan drain plug or the oil filter without removing this little skid plate, safety plate deal. Now, mine being a used car, a couple of the bolts are missing out of my skid plate here, and it's actually cracked right here. It's got a crack in it, so hopefully yours will not be that way. But yeah, I'll show you guys where the bolts are. Up front, you have these little plastic tabs. You have 4 of those, and it just takes a 4-way screwdriver. Take these out. A couple of mine though you have to pop out, but as you can see, 4-way screwdriver, take these out. But then the rest of the plate, it does have bolts. Let me see if I can find one. It does have bolts that you have to take out. Right here's one. In total it has 7. So you take out 7 of these bolts, and this bolt, which is it's a 10 millimeter socket, and you take out the little plastic tabs, and then you should be able to remove this entire plastic skid plate. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, once you get all the bolts out of it, it will just drop down, straight down. Just pull it out from under the car. As you can see, it's a rather large skid plate. It's a bit of a pain in the butt, but you know, I don't design them, I just work on them. Alright guys, with the skid plate off, you now have access to the oil pan. And right here is the oil filter. Back here's the drain plug for the oil pan, and it is a 17 millimeter socket. So let's go ahead and take that off. There we go, the plug's out, oil is draining. Just lay your plug off to the side, just make sure you do not lose it, because you will need that later. Hey, what do you know, there's Zeus. He's made an appearance. Every time I come out to work on a vehicle, he likes to check out what I'm doing. It's really hot today. I mean, we're like in the middle of a heat wave. It's like 95 right now. I think it was like 110 yesterday. He's an inside cat. He comes outside with me sometimes, and he's not really used to this kind of heat. So, but yeah, he's looking for a cool place to lay down. Okay, with the oil drained out of the oil pan, we're gonna go ahead and put the plug back in. That way we don't lose it. We know where it's at. Go ahead and put it back in. Kind of finger tighten it. Then go back with your 17 millimeter. Tighten it down good, and you're good to go on that end. Okay, let's move on to the oil filter. This could be the messy part, changing your own oil. Yeah, it can get quite messy. We're gonna give it a shot here. Hope it's not too bad. Anyways, I have a little oil filter wrench here. Makes taking the filter off much easier. Luckily on these cars, these filters, they're straight down off the motor, really easy to get to. Some vehicles are like super hard. very aggravating, but this one's really easy. So let's go ahead and take the filter off. Alright guys, once you get the oil filter loosened up with your wrench, just go ahead and take it off by hand, but be warned, it is going to drip oil. So have something under the filter to catch all the oil, or it's going to get all over your driveway. It's probably going to get on my hands here, but you know, that's how you got to do it. You can see it's already dripping. So I'm going to go ahead and unscrew this and take it on off. There goes loose. I don't know what he's chasing. Sorry for the shaky camera, but it's kind of hard to do this with one hand and hold the camera at the same time. But anyways, there's where the filter was. What you want to do is take a clean rag and go up there and clean all the old oil off, away from the seal, away from the threads on the filter lock, and clean all that area up really good before you put your new filter on. Okay guys, here's the new filter. It's a Mobil 1 brand. Here's a little tip before you put your new filter on. What you want to do is this little rubber O-ring gasket that goes around the filter that seals the oil. You want to take some fresh oil on your fingertip and you want to wipe this down. That will make this filter, the next time you change your oil, come off much easier. Okay, so just take a little bit of oil, kind of get your finger in some of the oil, and just go around the outside of the O-ring. Doesn't take much, just enough to wet it down. And one other thing I would recommend is take this filter and fill it about halfway with motor oil. That way you can avoid a dry start on your oil pump. Much easier on the oil pump if the filter already has some oil in it on the first startup after your oil change. So go ahead, pour some oil down in here, fill it up about halfway, and you should be good to go then. Alright, with the new filter in place, we have our oil pan drain plug back in place. It's back in there good and tight. Next step is to go up top side and start adding oil to it. In case I didn't go over it before, right here on top of the engine, up here on the plastic intake cover, this right here is your oil cap. Just go ahead and remove it. Set it off to the side. This is your oil dipstick. You check the level of your oil, so we'll leave that in for right now. Alright guys, just get yourself a good clean funnel and start adding oil to the engine. I think this car here holds about 4.5 quarts. I picked my oil up at Walmart. Comes in these 5-quart jugs. Makes it very convenient. You always have maybe half a quart left over after an oil change, and that's good to keep it in the trunk of your car or something in case you was check your oil and it'll be a little bit low. You'll have a little bit of extra oil to put in it. So that's what I usually do. Yeah, just keep adding oil till you think you're down to about maybe a half a quart left in the jug, and then you can stop there. Well, I tried to get my cat Zeus to make an appearance, but he didn't want to do it. Usually when I come out here and I'm working on vehicles, he's always into my business. But I guess it's too hot today. He seems fairly annoyed today, so I don't think he wants to be messed with. I don't know where he went to, but... Oh, here he is. Gotta show you guys my cat Zeus. See, watch him breathe. He's breathing hard. Gotta give him some water. It is so hot today. He's just not used to this. He's used to being inside where it's good and cool. But yeah. Say hi, Zeus. Just thought I'd get you on camera, man. Let everyone see you. He's a great cat. Alright. 4.5 quarts put into the engine. Just take your funnel out. Put it off to the side. Put your oil cap back on. Make sure you give it a few clicks. And then you can check your oil. Like I said, it's kind of hard to do this while I'm holding the camera. I do have a head strap, but it's really annoying. So let's see if I can do this. There we go. And we are right on the money. So there we go. Dipstick back in. And really that's about it. Any oil you might have gotten on the motor, just kind of wipe it off, clean it off. But anyways, that's it. Only other thing to do is to put the skid plate back under. It's just a repeat or a reverse of what you did to take it off. You have the little plastic snap bolts. It takes a 4-way screwdriver, and then you have 7 bolts that take a 10mm socket. Put that back on, start your vehicle up, let it warm up, and you know, up to operating temperature, and that's it. That's all you got to do. A simple DIY, do-it-yourself driveway oil change. Save you like maybe 60 bucks, you know, if you take it somewhere to have it done. So there you guys go. Hope this helps someone out, and hey, take it easy. I'm out.